All right, guys. Fuller come to you with another video. I hope all is well with y'all. I hope you guys are enjoying the summer. I should say lack thereof, man, because at this point, I still don't believe that they have this COVID under control. Me personally, I mean, even with the Olympics, there's actually, I want to say, a spike in it. There's actually 70 new cases in the Olympic Village alone. So I really don't think that they have any control over this virus. Even if you get the vaccine, I really don't know if you're immune to, really getting the virus, actually. But, I just wanted to make a video about something. You know, the Bucks won the NBA Finals, and I take my hat off to the Phoenix Suns because they played a hell of a series. Especially that dude Devin Booker, man. That dude, when we say a baller, that dude's a baller. You know what I mean? And so I really gotta respect his grit and just his composure, and especially when you're being guarded by a PJ Tucker who is like a pest, and he's a very physical defensive player. That's why he gets all the time they have out there. He has out there is because he is that defensive stopper that they need. But what I really want to kind of like tap into is I want to tap into Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think that's his name, his journey, because his journey can really be like a testament for and just like a blueprint for all Africans trying to make something of themselves. All Africans in, like, for example, Europe, all Africans in the West, period, no matter where we may be it America, be it Europe, be it in another part of the world, and we're just trying to accomplish something big that is not only going to change our lives but change our families' lives too. The thing is about his journey is that, like a lot of African migrants, and I'm pretty sure that most of you guys know this who follow NBA, like a lot of African migrants, he started in kind of like humble circumstances in Greece. Unfortunately, because of this corrupt old Nigerian government, and just it's just a general rule, and it's just a rule in general, because of just corrupted African governments, period. We leave and we go elsewhere to find our bounty. His parents left to Greece, and the fact of the matter is that they really didn't have much when they were in Greece. So Giannis, and his brother, they had to help make ends meet. And the way they had to help make ends meet is they basically started, peddling like goods. Peddling goods like sunglasses, peddling goods like sneakers, doing that kind of work to tourists and things like that. And that's usually what you'll see a lot of when you're in these different European countries, is that you'll see Africans usually, peddling sunglasses, peddling, just different goods. And that's how he got his start, really. But then, he was introduced to basketball and the rest was history. And the thing is, too, it's kind of twofold with Giannis, because of the simple fact that he kind of manifested some of his things. Well, actually, Allah manifested the things that he is achieving now. However, he put it out into the universe. He asked, for example, he asked Kobe Bryant, to give him a challenge on Twitter. MVP was the challenge. Going to the finals was the challenge. Becoming a finals MVP was the challenge. And lo and behold, those things happen, for him. And so, with that being said, this is a lesson to us, who are maybe going through things, going through the motions, because the path to get to where he went was not easy. However, he got there. You know what I mean? This is the stuff of like a 360 turnaround. Like usually if you're peddling goods, such as, just sunglasses and tennis shoes and things like that, then, the NBA is just a long shot for you. So we have to like kind of think like in those terms when we're in the situations we find ourselves in. We have to think that, it's that if our intentions are pure, that we're going to be seen through, and that we're going to be placed in a position where something big can happen for us. That's how it has to be with us. So we have to look at Giannis and really take that blueprint and really use that blueprint and just stay the course in everything that we do, in everything that we pursue, And the thing is, we can't waste time. We gotta really be dedicated to wherever it is that we want to do, And chances are that the things that we want to do, the things that we want to do are big. Because, honestly, I don't think any of us just comes to the West just to, just like to barely get by. Nobody comes to do that. So whatever we are to do, whatever it may be it in sports, be it in business, be it in education, whatever it is, we just have to keep that kind of resilience that Giannis has, Now, I will say this, to do it a second time in a row, that's going to be very difficult to do. Only a couple of teams were built that different that they can do it 2 times in a row, or only a few teams can do that. The Lakers was one of them. I believe Miami did it one year too. I think they did it twice in a row. I'm not quite sure, but only a few teams have been able to do it twice in a row. What usually happens, unfortunately, is that a team may do it once, and then it just seems like the next year they're trash. I don't know why. It happens a lot of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. But anyhow, that's beside the point. But you look at Giannis's situation, and we have to really look at it for what it is. We also have to look at the fact that, God blessed him with extremely great physical attributes. And so he took advantage of those physical attributes. And granted, he didn't grow up playing basketball. I think he found the sport late in his teens or something like that, in his early teens. But he took advantage of the physical attributes he had, and so that's what we have to do with because the bottom line is this. I'm of this opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm of the opinion that God gives everybody attributes. You know, that God gives everybody some kind of something that they can tap into and really make something real happen. I'm of that opinion. So we got to do that too, you know, in no matter what we're into. Okay, we have to tap into that, because when you look at him and look at the example he's paved, we have no choice but to follow that example. Okay. And I think if we stay the course, we can do it. You know, I think really we can really make something real happen. And to be honest, the thing is about him is, yeah, he does have a weak point in his game, and that's his free throws. We know that. But in the final game, he made his free throws. So that just goes, that's a testament of him always beating away at his craft, right? That's what we have to be at in when we're attacking our goals, right? Now, granted, his brother also was the beneficiary of getting a title as well. His brother, of course, didn't play as big a role as he did, as Giannis did, but he got a title as well. And so that's another sign too. That's another lesson we can take from Giannis. Take those who matter with us on this journey. Take those who really matter, who really are sincere, who are really loyal, who are really down for the cause on this journey. First, be the example, do your thing, and then let them see you do your thing. And then I believe eventually they're going to follow along, right? So that's how it has to be. And that can just work with any kind of thing in our life. And especially in the sector that I talk to the most. In the sector I talk to, number one, the most sector I talk to is, I would hope I'm talking to black men. And definitely, of course, the immigrant black man who finds himself in the West. But also, I hope I'm talking to just men in general who are in the manosphere, and that they can look at they can look at other men in the manosphere and be like, man, I think I should be I think I should be doing what he's doing. I think I should just follow his lead. That's how it has to be. That way we can all win, right? Because here's the thing about the whole situation. It doesn't do you any good if you want to see someone else not win. That's a man. It doesn't do you any good. It makes you look like, okay, well, why doesn't this nigga want me to win? You know, why doesn't he want me to win? I'm trying to do my thing honorably. You know, I'm trying to do it honestly. I can see if I was not trying to do it honestly. So, with that being said, that's what I would like to have happen more. Is that maybe perhaps one person has an idea, that idea comes in and becomes manifest, and then the other person looks at the idea and is like, you know what? Let me just hop on something like it, or let me just ask that person, okay, what's a good way to get started, or what's a good way to attack it in my section. You know what I mean? So that's how it has to be. You know what I mean? And so, with that being said, I think that the other lesson to take from Giannis is, I guess sometimes loyalty does pay off too. Because when you look at it, he hasn't been on any other teams. He's been on Milwaukee Bucks, right? And he could have left. He could have left and went somewhere else. You know, he could have, you know, there were, of course, always offers for him. Everybody wanted him. I mean, because he's a freak of nature, right? So yeah, there were offers everywhere for different teams. But he stayed the course and he stayed there. And now he's a part of history. He actually contributed to Milwaukee Bucks being the first, to winning their first ever championship. He stayed there. So he, in essence, like say if he would have went to, like, let's say Golden State, let's say if he would have went to LA, let's say if he would have went to let's just say Miami or a place like that, then he really wouldn't have made history. He would have got a ring, you know, probably, but it wouldn't be as significant as winning a ring where you first started. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I think there's a lesson in loyalty that we can, like, take from what he did, right? But anyhow, congratulations to him. It was a hell of a series. Again, props to the Phoenix Suns. But definitely Giannis, I like this guy. It's very surprising that I just find it odd sometimes that this dude can make three-pointers but can't shoot a free throw worth a damn. But anyhow, man, props to him, props to his brother, and props to the whole Milwaukee Bucks. But anyhow, leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Fuller signing out. Njab Rahman.